We are so afraid of facing our emotions, of feeling our emotions, of being with our emotions, because there is that fear that if we let ourselves fall in and be with, we will get stuck. So if we're experiencing great pain of loss and sadness and grief or anger, that fear that we might get stuck in it and become depressed is huge. Now, my experience is we never get stuck. But we might have to pull out all the plugs in our courage to let ourselves fall in. And there is a mystery and miracles to be found at the other side of that deep, dark hole that hold the secret to this life, why we're here, what we're supposed to experience, and it is a key for great transformation at the end of that deep, dark hole. Now, most of us only dip a toe in and then pull out because it's too scary, or we might let ourselves fall in, but then it gets to the point of where it just seems like too long that we're in this place. And we feel that in order to function, we must pull ourselves out. There's also this saying going around that we are not our emotions, which implies that they're not real, that they're not important, that we don't need to pay attention to them. But this deprives us of the greatest gifts that life has in store for us. Because at the other side of the greatest sadness lies the greatest joy and the greatest gratefulness for what we have. And on the other side of the most intense anger lives most intense love. This is where we dance on the edge of the sword, where we have to let ourselves fall off the edge into the deep and dark and difficult emotions, so that we will then also experience the opposite. So, we have a choice to make when we are faced with strong emotions. Will we just dip our toes in, or will we run away completely, or will we surrender to them just to see what's to be found? And that takes great courage. And once you've experienced it once, though, you know that what is to be found on the other side is an immeasurable treasure that was worth the journey. So, if we can use our feelings, our emotions as guides, because they're knocking at our door for a reason. They're saying, hey, I want you to look here. And so I'm going to be strong enough so that you can feel me, and so that you will turn your attention towards me. What we can find out about ourselves will cause a transformation that will affect every single part of our life, to where we can be more fearless and more courageous with playing with this life, with discovering who we are. And that place of where we can meet our deepest emotions is also a place in which we have access to the wisdom of this world, to the wisdom of this universe. And I feel that in our culture, unfortunately, we have learned that it's something to be feared rather than something to be embraced. And I want you to know, if you can find the courage to jump into that hole of whatever emotion you're feeling, and you dare to go all the way, you will find the greatest treasures that you have never thought possible. You will find the opposite of what you were feeling. So if you are feeling great sadness, you will find the greatest joy. If you feel a door is closing in your life, you will feel 100 doors opening up as a countermeasure. But it's only possible if we dive in deep, if we surrender to what is there, and if we can trust that the journey will be worthwhile. And so if you want to experience what that's like to reach that magical place and you want to hop on a call with me, reach out.